Hello, welcome to the Happy Hippie Intuitive. This is Nina and I'm here to do a pick a card reading for you guys regarding your connection to spirit. So, what is your connection and what the spirit have as an advice on your connection or how to move forward? That's what the reading is about today. You have 3 images to choose from, and I will intuit these images together with some other cards. You also have 3 crystals to choose from. Now on number 1 we have a citrine, on number 2 we have a green fluorite, and on number 3 we have a laced amethyst. So pause the video if you need more time to figure out which of these cards that you're drawn to. But before you do that, I would like to remind you that these readings are general, so take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you would like to support this channel, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. And if you're interested in more connection with spiritual work, then I have another channel called Pure Light Awakening, which I will also link in the description box. Without further ado, pause the video if you need more time to pick either number 1, 2, or 3, and I'll be back in a moment and I'll start with number 1. Removing number 3 and number 2. Okay, number 1. So if you chose this image and the citrine crystal, then this is your reading. Now the citrine for me is of course connection with the solar plexus chakra, and that is about energy. It's about shining your light. It is about using your energy and having balance within your energy field. And that's also where you are creative and where you kind of have that passionate energy as well, together with the sacral chakra. So this is very much about energy for me, and also of course symbolism for the sun, which is about that doer energy or making energy, creation energy. So we will put it up here. Now I'm going to intuit this card and I'm going to show it more closely to you as well. Okay, so immediately I'm hearing old soul, okay? And old soul for me doesn't mean that your soul is old, because when we are in connection with the divine, we are actually all just as old in that sense. But what it means is that you, as the light being that's inside of your physical form, has a significant control or significant role in your life, meaning you have come far on your journey to the awakening process, to awaken to who you truly are, to connection with your higher self. So that's something that definitely comes up. I feel wisdom around this. I feel knowledge around this. So I would not be surprised if you have been on this journey for a while, and that you have that connection with spirit where you get information and you get wisdom that you can share. I feel a teacher with you. I feel a need for sharing your gift, sharing what you get and sharing what you see, and also sharing your life experiences where you can tell others about how you have gone through life and how you have chosen to experience things or chosen to find your path, those kind of things. So there's also a horse, of course, in this image here. And so you might also be someone who's very connected with animals. Maybe you're an animal communicator as well. Or you have the ability to communicate with animals. Let me just see if they have, Spirit has some direct information here. Yeah, I hear healing as well. So some of you might be working as healers or have been through this lifetime, gone through some stuff that really needed some deep healing, and that you've been working with healing in that sense. So take that as it resonates with you, but they're telling me the word healing. So horses are also very healing animals, by the way. They can be used in different ways to both for the mental space and also for the emotional space. They're very healing animals. So that's why very many people use them in therapy, for instance, because they are such healing animals. So if you can connect with horses, that would of course be a very beautiful thing for you. Now let's go into the connection with spirit for you now. Okay, so what is the connection you have right now? Well, they do say, they emphasize the wisdom again. So they do say that you do have that connection. Whether or not you're using it right now is a different question. But you do have the ability to connect and the ability to use that wisdom. Yeah. Yeah, they're showing the yellow color again, which you also chose with the citrine. So there is something about sunbathing, sitting in the sun, something about using the color yellow and using that masculine energy within your field of connecting with spirit as well. So I don't know how that resonates with you, but it might be just nature, more sun. It might be some adjustments in your solar plexus chakra. And it might also be that you connect somehow through the color yellow. Or gold, I would also say here. Gold and yellow, the golden light is what I hear. So let's see what else they have to tell you now. Okay, so for some of you, I hear that you are in good connection, that you actually hear them well, and that you have been doing so for a while. But for others of you, I feel like there is still potential for a deeper connection, for a more close connection. But it is the word wisdom that keeps popping up, so that tells me that they are trying to get you to teach, or they're trying to get you to share. Yeah, I also feel like some of you might have been very caring for other people for a long period of time. It can be children, it can be family members, you know, it can be friends, that you have been very taking care of somebody else, and so you haven't prioritized sitting down in meditation and connecting as much as you should have. That's also a message for somebody out there. Because I feel like when you are in connection, when you do sit down and meditate, there is no problem for you to connect, is what they're trying to tell me here. That you have that potential for a very easy connection. For some of you also hear clairaudient and clairvoyant. So you might be both, or you might be one or the other. So I take that as it resonates with you. But I do feel like you are someone who can either hear or see spirit quite clearly. And so that will be your way of communicating. And also for some of you, there might also be writing involved, because I'm also feeling the throat chakra and feeling the third eye. So for some of you, you might be seeing or hearing and are meant to kind of write it down, journal, or maybe even write a book. In that way, you know, be the teacher or be the one that shares this information. So I feel like I'm going to leave it at that with this one card, and then I'm going to pull a couple of more cards. Oh, yeah, two that just popped on out. Okay. That's also from the same deck. I have cut away the information. I'm just using the images. Okay, so you got the loving woman. And as I said, that you have been a very caring. I felt that as well, that you're someone who very much cares about other people. And to the point where you are not prioritizing yourself and your own needs. So self-love is what I see, that she's holding on to the heart, towards her own heart. So for me, that is very, very much about self-love. And self-love in the sense of taking care of your physical form and taking care of your connection with spirit. Setting aside the time so you can actually do that and do the work. Now you also got this image right here, which is a portal. It's a door. It's a step up and there's a door, which for now is closed, but I do feel like you can open it whenever you want to. You might not have been aware of this, but I do feel like you have, this is also, for me, a door into the Akashic records. So for me, I feel like you have that capacity to open that door and to get that information whenever you want to. And if you didn't know, then this is a message for you that you can. Because I feel, as I said in the beginning, old soul, meaning that you have come far on your journey in this lifetime, so that you are that person who are capable of connecting quite easily and to get the information that they are trying to share with the planet right now. So I do feel like they're desperately trying to get you to step up your game when it comes to the sharing part. Okay, I want to also draw a couple of tarot cards for you. Additional messages. Oh, that one just wanted to pop, so let's look at it. Two of Cups, a loving relationship. So for me, this is your relationship with Spirit. You have this loving relationship. You have this deep connection. And it also might be for some of you that this deep connection also includes some soul on the planet right now, where you have a partnership in some way, shape, or form that will strengthen even your connection with Spirit as well, is what I hear. Okay, so that might be a teacher, it might be a friend, it might be your son or daughter, or mother and father, uncle, aunt, you know, take that as it resonates. But there's someone also that might be, it's kind of amplifying the connection when you are together. Okay, and also I feel a deep connection with Spirit with you, number one. Okay, so let us also pull one more tarot. The Page of Swords, so clear and new information. So you're someone who can share new information regarding what's going on in the spiritual realm. Okay, it's not just the traditional information that you are able to share. I feel like you can be someone who shares new wisdom, if you will. Okay, that kind of energy is what I feel. So yeah, let me just check. I just want to use another deck here as well. Let me just feel where I'm guided today. Okay, Angels and Ancestors Oracle card. That does not surprise me that they wanted me to use that today. So let us see what other messages they have for you, number one, from this deck today regarding your connection with Spirit. The Wolf, yeah, Winter. Take care of your needs. Yeah, again, they are saying that. So that's very important, that you have that self-love and that you set aside time to take care of your needs and to take care of your connection with Spirit, and the meditation and yoga or Tai Chi or Qigong or whatever it is that you're doing that connects you physically as well. And also the wolf is someone that's very wise. It's also a very spiritual animal, telling me again your connection to Spirit is very strong. It also says winter, so there might have been something that happened last winter or that will happen next winter. If you're asking a question, that might be an answer for you as well. Earth Guardian, wow. Stay rooted and grounded. Yeah. So they're asking you also to ground, and that might also be why they showed the horse earlier, to connect with nature even more. But I understand if you've been this very caring person that you haven't had the chance to connect to nature and to connect with your higher self, and to do the meditation and to do the nature walking and all that stuff that you need. So I'm not surprised that that comes up. Now the Earth Guardian for me is also someone who is here to protect the planet, who's here to work with the planet, who's here to take care of Gaia. And that's also the wisdom I felt with you here, is that you have that wisdom within you, that connection with Gaia, that connection with Spirit, the connection with the knowing that what you are here to do. Underneath the deck you have Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. And again with the wolf here and the eagle, which is the higher perspective. So Shapeshifter is also someone who has the leg in different camps. So you might be a healer and a medium and a psychic and a channeler, you know, and a teacher, maybe a yoga teacher, maybe, you know, someone who writes books, or you might be many things that you can rely on, not just one thing here. So also your way of communicating can be that you, as I said, that you are both clairaudient, clairvoyant, clairsentient, claircognizant, you know, or maybe channeler as well. So you might have different and more legs to stand on, if you will, more ground pillars than just two. So that's something I feel here as well. Okay. So In the end of your reading today, I want to use the Star Seeds cards for some additional messages directly from Spirit for you, number one. Oh, that one that just popped on out. Inner alchemy. Inner alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. Okay, so there might also have been that you have gone through this huge transformation as a human part of you in this lifetime. I do hear that they have been with you all along, that they have guided you all along. You have made the right choices. The only thing they want to do is that they want you to focus more on you now, so that you don't give, you have so much love to give, I see that, but you have to give that love to you right now, okay? But that you have gone through a huge transformation in this lifetime does not surprise me. And that's also, of course, how you have gained a lot of wisdom. And how you can share your inner wisdom with others. Meditation, that's exactly what they've been saying. Take a moment to connect to source through quiet, reflective meditation. No surprise there whatsoever. One last card for you, number one. Transcendence, wow. Transcend your mind's limitation and allow your soul's light to truly shine. But transcendence is also where I feel like you are headed. You are someone who is, as I said, come very far on your spiritual journey. It's what Spirit has been telling me. And so you have, you know, you have done the awakening. You have done the hardship in life. You have done the shadow work. You have gained all this wisdom. And you, as I said, the old soul here keeps popping up. The wisdom keeps popping up. The spiritual connection keeps popping up. And so you have come to the point now where I feel like you're almost ready to just live your life in the 5D energy field. Okay? So that's kind of where I want to end this for you, number one. I hope you liked the reading. I hope this made sense. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. I wish you the very best. Until the next time I see you. Bye. Okay, number two, so if you picked this image and you picked the green fluorite, then this is the reading for you. Now, the green fluorite for me is very much about the connection with the heart chakra. So you might be someone who is either very loving and giving a lot of love to other people, or you might be craving love right now. Now, the love can also be, the heart chakra can also be the connection you have with spirit. So you might be feeling things a lot more. You might be clairsentient is what I feel with that. So we'll put that up here and look at the card. The card is also the heart. So it's also again connected with the heart chakra. So again, I feel like you are someone who feels. You are someone who is very empathic. You are an empath, most definitely. And you might be feeling spirit very much on your physical form as well, in your energy field. You might be feeling other people's sicknesses on their physical form when you connect, you know. So I wouldn't be surprised if you would be working as a healer or an energy worker in that sense. Yeah, I do feel, I see some darkness here as well. So I feel like you might have been going through the dark night of the soul, or for some of you, you might be in it. And because you see this black heart on top of the red heart, kind of, and they showed me this darkness. So there might have been some real struggles for you. And I do feel like it also has to do with both the emotional part of you and also the mental part of you. You might have been going through anxiety or some trauma. Yeah. And they are showing me two people holding hands. So with that, they're saying they have been holding your hand the whole way here. But sometimes you might not have felt it. Sometimes you might have felt very alone. They're trying to tell you that they're here and they're holding your hand, though. And they want you to know that. Okay, what else, Spirit? Yeah, okay. Okay, so for some, okay, I'm seeing two things. So I'm going to try and just ask them to separate it so I don't get them on top of each other. Okay, so one information is regarding a child. Somebody might have a young child, or you have a remembrance of when you were a young child, where you were in connection with an adult or a grandparent. That was really a strong connection. There is a spiritual connection in it. There's a very strong energetic connection between the two. So either it's you as a child connecting to a parent or grandparent, aunt, uncle, you know, friend of the family, or it's you as a parent connecting, or grandparent connecting to a child. And I see that connection as very you know, that you were meant to follow each other in this lifetime, and to learn from each other. Okay, there's very important message in that. I also saw another image, and that's of a young woman. Now, a young woman being a teenager, and very emotional, very full of love, but also very empathic, to the point where she's feeling everybody else's energy field, and that's confusing for her, and it's very it can be very hard for her. So either that's you remembering with the way you were when you were young, male or female, or it could be that there is somebody in your vicinity, if you're an aunt or uncle, or if you're a mother or grandmother, you know, that there's someone young that is in that situation right now, and that might need your help. So take that as it resonates with you, number 2, okay? I think I want to leave it at that for now, and then I want to pick a couple of more of these cards. Let's see what else you get here. Oh, it's too many. Okay, that one wanted to pop out, and then let's see another one. One more, please, Spirit. No, just one. That's too many. Just one more. One more, please. Oi. Okay, many that fell down here. I have to ask which ones of these they want me to take. Just a moment, please. Okay, that one. I got it. They wanted that one. Sorry about that. Sometimes the cards have lots of energy on them and they just pop out. Okay, so let's see. Okay. I feel a very connection with I feel a connection with art, actually, with this. You might be very interested in art, or you might be kind of a creative person yourself. So there's something about creativity in this, and using art as an expression of your emotional. And that might be also something you can advise this young woman to do. Yeah, and I also hear spiritual art. So I don't know if somebody is interested in connecting to spirit and actually drawing or painting what they see, but that's at least a message for some of you as well. There's also nature in this, of course, connection to nature, as we all spiritual beings need. Yeah, so in this card, of course, the horse for me is about healing, and it's about going the distance. I feel like you have been going through some darkness, and you have been going the distance here. And Spirit wants to acknowledge that for you. But let us get into your connection with Spirit. Yeah, they're showing me the heart again. So I feel like you are someone that is clear sentient, meaning you feel spirit. You feel it on your physical form. You feel the emotions. If you are working as a medium, you feel the emotions of the entity that is in your vicinity. Whether it be, working as a medium with deceased loved ones who has been on the planet, or working as a channeler where you communicate with light beings and other things. But I do feel like you feel their energy, okay? You might also be someone who sees energy, who sees flashes of light is what they're showing me here as well. Yeah, they're saying go the distance, though. I feel like some of you might have been questioning your connection and questioning if you're doing it right. They're saying you are, but sometimes you might be impatient is what I'm hearing. So be patient with yourself and just keep on going, go that distance. And you can use, even if you, I feel for some of you, if you are drawing or painting or journaling, being the creative, sometimes you are questioning what you get is true. But they're saying just keep on going, because you are, as long as you manage to stay in the higher self and in the soul space and not in the ego, what you get is correct. So they're asking you to start trusting in that as well. Yeah, so I do feel like you are definitely invited. If you are not feeling like that is resonating with you right now, I feel like it's something that you can do in the future. There's telling you here that you are someone that is an empath and you can feel the energies of spirit. And so you can use that in that way. Okay. I do for some of you, I might also be that you can use inner vision to kind of x-ray other people's body, so that you can kind of see or get glimpses in your mind as to what is going on with other people. Meaning you can use that in a psychic reading, or you can use that in healing as well, is what they're showing me. Okay, so I do feel healing is a big word for you. Nature is a big word. Creativity and art, and the heart space also. Feeling empath, feeling the energies of spirit and other people. Okay, but do keep going, go the distance. So let us pull some tarot cards for you as well, number 2. Okay, yeah. You're also someone who can gain new wisdom and new information from spirit. So that means that what it is that you are getting is important. So for those of you who was questioning, this is the answer for you. Yes, the information you get is important. Yes, you should write it down. Yes, you should share. If you only share it with one friend or 100, or if you share it on YouTube or in a book or whatever, it really doesn't matter. You have to share. Sharing with one is better than sharing with none. So you are someone who can get new information, and so what you are doing is important. Remember that. That was a big message for somebody out there, I feel. Now you also have the King of Swords. Again, someone who sees things clearly, who is wise, who's intelligent as well. So yeah, I can't emphasize that enough, that you do see things clearly as well. So clairvoyance might also be something for you, number 2, okay? I also want to pull some angel and ancestor cards from Kyle Gray today. What else, Spirit, do you have of information as to number 2's connection with Spirit? Let's see what you get. Haha, the White Witch, be the light. Okay, so here we have the owl with the wisdom again, and we also have the butterfly, which tells me that you have gone through a huge transformation, and that's what I felt, that you have been through some darkness, and if you are in it right now, you have my love, and I can tell you this too shall pass. I have been there myself, really deep down in the dirt and in the blackness, but the light is here, and it will shine, and it will get better, okay? So, but I feel like for most of you that you have already been through it, and that you now have come to a place where you are beaming the light, and that you can share the wisdom that you are getting, because you are, as they say, the White Witch, meaning you are someone who's really in connection with Spirit. Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. Now, peacekeeper is someone that is in the middle very often in a dispute. You might be someone who is also very good at being a medium, because those are also in between, you know, they are communicating in between. But also in situations in work or in family with friends where you are the counselor, if you will. You're the one who listens to both sides and balances things. You are the middle person. So that might be something that you have naturally within you as well, that you are a natural peacekeeper. And I do feel like you're also someone who is willing to stand your ground to protect other people. Okay? Underneath, lady. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. Yeah. So enjoy the growth that you have done so far. You've come so far regarding all this darkness that you've been through, and be proud of that. Be proud of what you have achieved so far. Is also a message from Spirit. Reflection popped out. See all aspects of yourself through the reflection of the one who mirrors your hidden self. Okay, see all aspects. Ah, okay. Yeah. Okay. No, I see. Yeah. Okay. So, so I feel like what they're trying to show me is that you have that very good connection, excuse me, with Spirit. And you can see things. You're clairvoyant. You can feel things very much. You are an empath. What they are saying to you, though, but you haven't maybe spent so much time on, is looking into you, looking inside of you, looking deep down on your emotional, looking at yourself from the higher perspective, looking at your physical form, looking at your human part. So for some of you, you might have been, focusing way more on your connection with spirit than your connection with yourself. So they're inviting you to get into the observer, which is the higher self, and look upon your physical form, your human, and maybe use your gifts to sight into yourself as well, into your physical, into your emotional, into your mental. So that was just something that came as well. Inner alchemy. Inner alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. So again with love, again with your heart. So I do feel like for some of you, your heart might have been hurt very severely, and that it has taken some time to mend that heart as well. So that might have been part of that darkness that you have been going through. And the only way, of course, to heal a broken heart is with more love, and the love coming from the universe. So if you feel like you haven't done, the entire process yet, what they're saying with that is that they will be here and they will give you more light to heal that heart now, okay? And underneath you have freedom. Follow your heart and nurture your soul with love and freedom to grow. Yeah, again with heart. So there's so much heart with you, number 2. So much in the emotional, so much with the empathic. And what I could say as well is when you're an empath, when you're feeling other people's energy, we do it automatically without even thinking. And so when you are walking in the store or sitting at a party with friends or family or whatever, and you all of a sudden feel sick or nauseous or whatever, be aware that it might not be yours. It might belong to somebody else. So in order for you to know what's yours and others, I mean, for some of you, you already know this, but I'm just reminding you of it. Make sure that you put up that protective bubble before you go anywhere. And ask Archangel Michael to be there with you so that he protects you from taking in everybody else's energy and physical problems and all that. Not that the physical problems will then stick into you or change anything in you. There's nothing to be afraid of, but you might feel it on an energetic level. And so in order for you to know what's theirs and yours, just protect that and put that protective bubble up and pull your tentacles in, as I say, and be aware before you get into going outside the door, basically, because if you're an empath like me, then you feel everything always, and it goes so quickly. We can just look at somebody and then boom, we're there energetically, right? So pull back those tentacles and protect yourself is also a big message from Spirit for you. But I do see that you are in the connection already. There might have also be, of course, that you can explore other ways of communicating. The clairvoyance and the clairsentience is, of course, very prominent for you here, I see. But maybe the clairaudient can be worked on. Maybe the claircognizance can be worked on. Maybe mediumship, maybe channeling, maybe healing. Take that as it resonates with you. There are other aspects of this connection with Spirit that you can work on, that you can strengthen even more. Number 2 is what I feel. Anything else, Spirit, before I close down this reading? They keep saying go the distance, though. So I do feel for some of you, you have been doubting, but there's definitely saying you are on the right path. Just keep on going because you're nearly there. And you do have the connection. You have to start trusting that. Have to start trusting what you get, because you get new information that I think is important to share, okay? And let go of the need to be right, meaning getting out of the ego perspective, okay? So for some of you, you might need that message as well. Just remember that. Nothing can be solved from the ego perspective, really. You get into the observer, the higher self, for any, or ask Spirit for guidance. If you are in a situation right now where you're in a dispute, maybe, or someone is trying to, or having the really need to be right, then that's a message for you and advice from Spirit in that sense, okay? Well, that was it for you, number 2. I hope this made sense. I hope you liked the reading. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Much love to you. Until the next time I see you. Bye. Okay, number 3. So if you pick this card and you pick the laced amethyst, and this is the reading for you. Of course, the amethyst is the connection with the crown chakra and with spirit. So we will have that as a beginning here, and then we will look at this card intuitively. First, they're telling me to trust, of course. I see that she is kind of, it's almost like the Fool card in the tarot, where you are at this, you know, shouldn't I, should I kind of situation, and they're asking you to trust here. So trust your intuition, trust your connection with spirit is what I hear with that. It's also about being, feeling more, opening the heart to maybe feel more, to use more of your clairsentience as well, opening up for that. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, you have taken a leap of faith. And I feel like that was a good thing to do. I feel like even if you're feeling in a limbo, even if you're feeling that you don't know where this road is going, you might not see the end game yet. They're asking you that all will be well. You have done the right thing, taking a leap of faith, and they will keep on guiding you, and you just have to keep on listening. Okay, so that was the beginning of your connection here. Now let us see what other kind of connection you have with spirit. No, that's too many, spirit. I can only take 2 more. Oh, there was one that just popped on out. There's a bird here, so that for me is communication. So, okay. So that goes from me to the throat chakra. Throat chakra meaning communication out, but also listening. So you might be clairaudient as well. You might be hearing spirit as well. Okay. What else do we have here, spirit? And the bird is about communication, so they might be asking you to communicate more with them, and also with, another one that popped, and also with others regarding this. Now that is a fierce woman. I'm feeling a lot of fire energy here, a lot of sacral chakra energy, a lot of creativity. So you might be a very creative person as well. Yeah, okay. Okay. I do feel like you have a very strong connection with spirit, but there is something about seeing things. Okay, so for some of you, you might need to work on your clairvoyance, where you see things. You might want to open up for spirit to teach you more about that. But for others of you, I feel like you have that down. So take that as it resonates. But there's something that needs to be seen, is what they're keeping in my ear here. Something needs to be seen. Okay, can you elaborate on that, spirit? It's about trusting. Again, they're coming back to the trust here. Okay, now I get it. Thank you. Okay, so for some of you, you are already seeing, but you're doubting what you see. Okay, so that was a message for some of you. That you are already clairvoyant, but you're doubting what you're seeing. And for those of you who felt like that resonated, I can tell you that when you or even when you have been working as a medium or a psychic or a channeler for a long time, for some of us, the flashes of information come so quickly that it's almost impossible. You can't hold on to them. They just come like that and they're gone. And it's very difficult to recognize what you saw or to be quick enough about it. But the thing is that when you are working as, for instance, a medium or a channel, the information comes very quickly. And what you have to do is you have to raise your vibration high enough, because they can only lower their vibration so much. And that's the medium where you heighten your vibration and they lower theirs and you meet in the halfway. That's the word medium. It's kind of in the middle, right? So then you kind of have to find ways to heighten your vibration. Then you will see more clearly, and then you might be able to hold on to the image a little bit longer. That's a practice, though. You have to practice it, and it's difficult. And that's, of course, when it's difficult to trust. But if you're trying to work as a medium or channeler, I would say find some friends or some people that you know that are willing to be guinea pigs for you, and so that you can just throw the information out there and trust. And if you're wrong, it won't matter, because it's not a real reading. So you have to start somewhere. Okay, for those of you who felt like that was for you. Okay. Yeah, and I hear the word tweet with this bird. So some of you might be tweeting, or on Twitter or something like that, of course. But tweet for me is about speak up, you know, share, you know, use your communication chakra. Is what I feel as well. So I feel like Spirit then is telling you to share with the information you get. And again, about the trust here. That's a big thing here, number 3. I feel you do see and you do hear and you do connect, but you don't trust what you get, is what I feel, at least for some of you here. And you are very creative as well. I see that, and they're asking you to use your creativity. You can also reach them when you get into the flow of creativity. That's also a way to get into that connection with Spirit, and you open up more for Spirit that way. Okay, and for others of you, you might use your creativity to actually convey what Spirit is telling you. Okay, 6 of Cups, past, reminiscing. Looking back at childhood. Okay, so for some of you, you have had this gift since childhood. Okay, you have been seeing things or hearing things or feeling things from when you were a child. That might have been difficult for you. You might have needed to stand up for yourself and be this fierce woman because people didn't understand you or didn't accept the fact that you saw things and that you were in connection with Spirit. Yeah, it can be a heavy, bumpy road being psychic or having that connection. The Emperor. Yeah, power, and very fierce power here. I see that in both these 2 cards. So they're asking you to boldly just step it up here. Don't be afraid. Stand your ground. Trust them. They are with you here, and you are in connection, and you're using this in a good way. I feel like you're using your gifts in a good way. Okay, but there's something about the trust here. There's something about not being able to trust what you get. So take that as it resonates, number 3. Okay, we're going to pull some angels and ancestors cards here as well. Warrior, yeah. Be fearless and stand strong. Wow. That's exactly what we just said. So don't listen to naysayers. Don't listen to critics. I mean, you have chosen this path. If you have come to this reading today, this is a path you've chosen. Be fierce and stand strong in it because Spirit really wants you to continue here. Okay? So I feel like that's a big message. Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect. Okay. Yeah. But reflection for me is also looking in the mirror and seeing yourself truly for what the beautiful woman or man that you are. So, yeah, reflect back on how far you've come as well, because I feel like you've gone through some stuff here, number 3. And especially if you've had this gift since childhood, then, you know, I know how difficult that can be and how much you can meet up with people who doesn't understand or who will judge you or, you know, have a strong opinion about what you believe in. So I feel like it's important for you to remember where you started and how much you've gone through and how far you've come, right? Look at that mirror and see that beautiful, strong energy looking back at you that you have become throughout all of this. And trust that you're protected now. Step into your power now because you are meant to do this. Take that leap of faith if you haven't already, okay? Underneath, Winter, take care of your needs. Yeah, take care of you. Exactly. So never mind what everybody else is saying about you. It's your life, right? So, yeah. Is there anything else about the connection, though, Spirit? Yeah, okay. Yeah, they're pointing to, there's one that popped out. They're pointing to the sacral chakra and the solar plexus. So you might be in the lack of some energy here and there, or you might be overusing your energy. You might be, because you have this fierce and you know, strong energy within you. You might be using it up almost because, or using it wrong, if you will, that you are giving it out on things that might not be giving you anything back, okay? So look into that. Look into those 2 chakras. Meditate, as they say here, and look into what is going on in those 2 chakra areas for you, okay? Meditation. Take a moment to connect to source through quiet, reflective meditation. So with that, they're saying that you need to meditate more because you have this strong connection. And so why shouldn't you? Why shouldn't you spend the more time in meditation and get even more information for you that can help you on your road here? Okay. One more card here. Courage. Live your life fearlessly with courage, strength, and determination. Wow. They can't be more clear here. Underneath you have signs. The universe is gently nudging you forward by revealing to you signs and synchronicities. Okay, so look for signs and synchronicities then. Because they're telling you that they are going to answer you in that way. So ask them questions and ask them to give you signs in that way. But of course, through meditation, you will get the direct answers. Because as I said, I do feel like you can see, you can hear, you can feel, you have that deep connection. You're kind of the white witch here. You're kind of someone who's really been into this for such a long time that you know this already. But you might not have time enough for meditation. Maybe that's where you're using your energy not the right way. So if you get into the meditation more, you get more direct answers from Spirit as well. And they also will be giving you signs here is what they say. Anything else, Spirit, before we close down this reading today? Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, so for some of you, you are also on the awakening process or ascension process where your energy field is shifting. You are vibrating now at a much higher level. And they're encouraging you to keep on moving there, and keep on taking the steps forward to integrate those new high frequent light energies into your physical form. That might hurt. That might rattle up some of these old wounds from childhood, by the way. So just set aside the time to feel that through so that it can be felt to be released, because you cannot escape it. You have to feel it through in order to release. And that's also what they're asking you to do here today. Okay. I feel like that was it, number 3. I hope this made sense for you. I hope you like this reading. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Click the bell so you get notified every time I upload. Hop on over to my other channel, Pure Light Awakening, linked in the description box below, where I do channeled work and also talk about the ascension and awakening process. Okay? Much love to you, number 3. Until the next time I see ya. Bye.